What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. Man, I'm excited. It's Work For It Wednesday. Let me say that again for you. It's Work For It Wednesday. One more time. Work For It Wednesday. What are you willing to work for on this Wednesday? What are you willing to put in that work for so that you can be the entrepreneur that you were created to be? Welcome to the brand new sweet podcast, y'all. I'm excited today. I'm going to tell you in a second why I'm so excited. But for those that may not be familiar with me, I might have popped up on your news feed, or someone, hopefully another entrepreneur, actually shared my my video with you, and so you were like, well, let me see what this young fella. Yeah, I said young fella. Yeah, I need y'all to know how old I am, to keep that to yourself, okay? I need y'all to say, well, why is he popping up on my screen? I don't know this dude from nobody else, from somebody else. So I need to know why he's here. Well, let me tell you why I'm here. One, because you're an entrepreneur. If you're watching this, or if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, I want you to tune in, because what we do, I'm the president and CEO of J&F Enterprises. And what we simply do is we assist entrepreneurs to be able to develop what I call the four pillars, your four pillars of entrepreneur sustainability. And this goes into our entrepreneur briefcase, which I'll talk a little bit about later for you. But those four pillars are your mindset, the right principles, the right processes, and the right systems. Morning, Doc. How are you? Those are the four pillars that we create for you, and then we take you into the infrastructure of the entrepreneur briefcase, and we'll give that to you as well, because I want you to know about them, but you got to come see me in order to be able to put them to. So that's what we do. We give you those four principles, but more than that, you get those principles so that you're actually able to reclaim your time, and you're also able to be more focused on meaningful connections with your family, with your friends, and those that you serve. That's what we do. That's our assignment each and every day, is to ensure that you do that, so it makes you better by 1% each and every day, so that you're better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year. And ultimately, you're able to keep the doors open. So hopefully the information that we give to you, the insight, the wisdom, the ideas that you get from not just here, but you got to tune into the YouTube channel as well too. Don't forget, 500 subscribers every 30 days. That's what we are looking to be able to do. But hopefully you'll get some insight, wisdom, and ideas here. But you'll also, if you want to go further than that, then you can connect with us. Y'all know I put the information right here on how you can connect with us. You can get on the calendar. We can discuss your vision. Certainly want to talk about your vision and how we can assist you in being able to bring it to reality. That's why we're here. We want entrepreneurs to succeed, but not only just succeed. We want you to be a drum major, a trailblazer in the industry that you are part of, because that's what we're talking about. This is Women's History Month, so we're focusing on great women in history and how they are trailblazers, how they are pioneers in everything that they do. We've talked about Madam C.J. Walker. We talked about Miss Shirley Chisholm yesterday. Well, today I got the one for y'all today that I'm talking about today. Yeah, you don't mess with this lady. She like, I don't know how many of y'all watch The Wire, right? How many of y'all watch The Wire? But this lady was like, you know how on The Wire they used to say Omar coming? Yeah, it was like Harriet coming, and everybody knew who you were talking about. Excuse me. And that's none other than, we're going to talk about none other than Sister. Yeah, I'm going to say Sister Harriet Tubman. She was a freedom fighter and the Underground Railroad leader, became an Underground Railroad leader. So I want to talk to you about Sister Harriet Tubman, and how she became one of the one of the premier trailblazers leaders in our history, and had so much impact, and could have had even greater impact in the Underground Railroad and freeing so many slaves. If you have not, and I don't know where you've been, you must have been under a rock or something, if you didn't watch the movie Harriet. It is an absolute phenomenal movie that was put together about the life of Harriet Tubman. I mean, and to know her story and to see where she came from and what she was able to accomplish was absolutely astounding. I'm gonna have to go watch it again. I'm gonna have to watch it today. I haven't watched it in a minute, but I know you will gain, as an entrepreneur, you'll gain those nuggets that we talked about. Everything is about mindset. Everything is about principles. Everything is about processes, and everything is about systems. And that's what, when you watch the movie Harriet, I want you to watch it from that lens. I want you to look at Miss Tubman's mindset. What was her mindset? She was not going to be stopped. She had principles. She was guided by her connection with God and what God was telling her that she needed to do in her ministry that she had of leading people into freedom, because she had gotten free, traveled from Maryland, from the eastern shore of Maryland, right here. Yes, she is one of ours. We claiming her. Traveled from the eastern shore of Maryland to Pennsylvania. No, she ain't had no GPS like we got on our phones. She wasn't talking to nobody. It was all on her own, just being strictly guided by God to be able to get. Now, she had it told her where to go, different spots that she needed to go to as a part of the Underground Railroad. She did receive some help, but to be guided in the way that she went and got there, in the midst of she would have seizures. I think it was seizures, but they say that she would black out. But I believe that those were seizures because of a blow that she had gotten to her head and everything like that. But it's a phenomenal story that you've got to really watch. But when you watch it, I want you to watch it from an entrepreneurial point of view, and from the aspect of mindset, principles, processes, and systems. The system of the Underground Railroad that they have in place. The process that she had to go through in order to be able to become who she was, a conductor, and the Moses of her time, where she was leading people to literally leading people to freedom. Brother AD, I'm not sure, but good morning. So let me give you these 3 ways in which Harriet Tubman, sister Harriet Tubman, was a pioneer, was a trailblazer in what it was that she did. She led hundreds to freedom on the Underground Railroad. That's one. That's what you're going to know from the Jump Street. As an escaped slave turned conductor, Miss Tubman personally led over 700 enslaved people to freedom and provided instructions that helped hundreds more escape. And she even said that she had led hundreds to freedom, but she would have freed hundreds more had they known that they were slaves. It's a deep, one of the most profound quotes from her that she made. There's so many of us at that time that did not, they weren't willing to take the risk. They weren't willing to risk their enslavement for the freedom of their minds, of their bodies, and their souls. And sister Harriet Tubman wasn't playing. She would put put a cap in them. I'll say it like that. She put a cap in them in a minute if they weren't willing to go. It was either you're going to be, I was telling my buddy, we were talking about her yesterday. And I said, yeah, she was like, yeah, you're going to be free one way or the other. You can be free with us as we go, or you can be free to go meet your maker in the end. But one or the other ways, you were going to be free. She risked her life countless times traveling back into the South to guide others to the North, earning the nickname Moses of her people. She was not going to be stopped. And there's a point in the movie where she wants to go back and get her family. First, it was to get her family. And the guy that was a part of the Underground Railroad was explaining to her, no, you can't go back. She was like, no, you ain't gonna stop me. Y'all ain't gonna stop me. I'm going back. Now, y'all can either help me or not help me. That was how adamant she was about bringing others to freedom, bringing her family to freedom, bringing others to freedom. Her success proved that Black resistance and self-liberation were possible, inspiring others to fight for their freedom. So that's number one. She led hundreds to freedom and the Underground Railroad. Here's number two. She was the first woman to lead an armed military raid. Now, remember again, I keep saying every single day. Monday I said Madam C.J. Walker was the first. Shirley Chisholm was the first. And here, Sister Harriet Tubman is first as well. During the Civil War, Sister Tubman served as a spy, a scout, a nurse, and military leader for the Union Army. Who says women can't do what, can't do these things? In 1863, she became the first woman to plan and lead an armed military operation known as the Combahee River Raid, which freed more than 700 enslaved people in South Carolina. That's how bad Sister Harriet Tubman is and was. Her leadership and intelligence work helped shift the war in favor of the Union and proved that Black women could be military strategists and freedom fighters. So when y'all hear these brothers out here talking about, well, women need to, to know their place, and women, their education don't matter, and that their skill set doesn't matter, talking about Sister Harriet Tubman and the great things that she accomplished and that she did, being the intelligent Black woman that she was. So that's number two. Number three, and then I'm done. She advocated for women's rights and Black liberation until her death. After the war, Sister Tubman continued fighting for justice, becoming a prominent activist for women's suffrage and Black civil rights. She worked with Susan B. Anthony and other suffragists advocating for women's rights to vote, while also pushing for better treatment of elderly and poor Black Americans. She was truly on the battlefield for us as a people. That's a bad sister. She a bad sister. She established the Harriet Tubman Home for Aged and Indigent Negroes, ensuring that formerly enslaved and elderly Black people had a place of refuge. This is how bad this sister is, how bad she was in history. And don't let anyone tell you, as an entrepreneur, don't let anyone tell you what you can't do. Hopefully you'll glean from this. Hopefully you'll glean from the movie that when you have the right mindset, when you have the right principles, when you have the right processes and you have the right systems in place, there's nothing that you can accomplish. And there's nothing, don't allow anyone to tell you who you and what you can and cannot do. That was Sister Harriet Tubman. She didn't allow anyone to put limitations on her. Don't allow anyone on this Work For It Wednesday to tell you who you can and cannot be and what you can and cannot do. Only that comes from you. That comes from the inside of who you are. Leave your legacy. You should be building and creating your legacy right now, just as Sister Tubman was back then. And let me give you her legacy. Harriet Tubman's fearless determination paved the way for civil rights leaders like Rosa Parks, like Fannie Lou Hamer, and Dr. Martin Luther King, and those of us that are now. Say her life is a testament to courage, resilience, and self-leadership. As an entrepreneur, I want you to hold on to that. I want you to walk with your head up. I want you to walk in this entrepreneurship journey with courage. I want you to walk in this entrepreneurship journey with resilience, because you're going to be faced with obstacles. They're going to be things that are going to knock you down. But you have the resilience within you, the mindset within you to be able to get back up. And you've got to have selfless leadership, because you are a leader. As an entrepreneur, like I tell you, on Think Different, we think differently. People, those that work for you are going to be looking to you. Those that work with you are going to be looking to you. And certainly those that you serve are going to be looking to you, because they're looking for you to solve their problem. They're going to be looking for you to solve their problem. Sister Harriet Tubman saw a problem: the enslavement of her people, the enslavement of herself. She not only walked to freedom, got to freedom, but her purpose, her mission, her assignment was to free others. I want you as an entrepreneur to understand that when you operate in your gift, when you operate in your assignment, you are the answer to people's problems. You give them freedom. That's what this entrepreneurship journey is all about. It's about freedom. It's about freedom. Your freedom to be able to have the time that you need in order to be able to do the things that you do. But it's also to have the freedom to be able to make those connections with your family, spending the time that you need and want with your family. Giving you the freedom to be able to have the friendships, develop the friendships that you want to be able to have, and then develop the freedom to be able to serve the people that you serve each and every day. I get up to serve you, hopefully, and I get up to serve those entrepreneurs that say, hey, you know what, I need to develop the right mindset, the right principles, the right processes, the right systems. And when you get those things, that's the structure, the pillars to hold up what is inside of you, which are strategies and those strategies and formulas that you need in order to be able to serve the people that you desire to serve. If you desire to serve the people that you serve in a greater way, then connect with us. We can assist you in being able to do that. That's what our entrepreneurship briefcase was created to do. It was created. We have different formulas. We have those formulas that you need, those systems that we created to give you the infrastructure that you need in order to be able to be and run the business that you run, to be the brand that you want to be able to be. But you can't do it if you don't connect with us. You're only going to get it here. There are other people that do what they do, and they're phenomenal at what they do, but we are the only place that you can come and get this kind of structure, get this kind of systems and formulas to be able to give you the sustainability to keep the doors open. We want you to have such a staple. We want you to be such a staple in the industry that you're in the marketplace, that you say, you know what, yeah, I have everything that I need in order to be able to be the successful entrepreneur, be the successful brand that you want to be and need to be able to be in this lifetime. So take that. The description, I'll put the information in the description there for you to be able to connect with us. Get on the calendar so that we can book a session for your strategy session with you, and we can talk about your vision. We can talk about how we can assist you in being able to bring that to reality for you. And we look forward to it. Don't forget, hop on over to the YouTube channel as well too. 500 subscribers every 30 days. That is our goal. That is our assignment as well, because we want to make sure that we spread the word about entrepreneur, this 21st century way of doing entrepreneurship. We want people to understand it. We want people to be able to jump into it, dive into it, understand it, and be successful at it. That's what we do. So we'll see you all right back here tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Giving you I got another phenomenal woman tomorrow. I believe each and every woman that I selected on here, I think you just absolutely, we could go do further. We could actually keep going and going and going and going and going. And fellas, I promise we're gonna create this this National Men's History Month. I'm gonna see to that happens. I need that to happen. So we'll be right back here tomorrow. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. Let's go have a super phenomenal day. We're gonna put in that work, y'all. Let's put in that work like Sister Harriet Tubman did. She put in that work, and we got to put in that work too. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.